And now, it's time for another Dice Tower review with Tom Vasel.
Hey everybody, I'm Tom Vasel, and today we're taking a look at Latice Hawai'i. This is a choose your tiles wisely. It's a tile laying game. There's a theme about Hawaii or something and sun and moon, and it's not there. It's an abstract strategy game where you're trying to play tiles from your own personal pool. You're trying to play them before everybody else. First one to get all their tiles out wins the game. Pretty simple game. Here's how it plays. In Latice, each person's going to draw a hand of tiles that they're going to put in their tile rack that they have, and then players are going to get their own personal supply of tiles. You're going to make pools for each player based on a number of players in the game. For example, if you're playing with 4 players, each person will get 21 tiles. And so what you're going to do on your turn is you're going to take an action. And so the very first player has to take a tile from their board and place it in the middle of the table. So let's say they place that one, and then you'll replace it. After that, though, each player has a turn. You can place a tile, exchange tiles, play a win tile, or pass. Passing is kind of a dumb move, but you sometimes have to do it if you have no other options. So when you place a tile on the board, you have to place it so that it matches by the type. So you can see here, green next to yellow, because it always has to touch another tile. Or you can place it so it attaches by color. So yellow, yellow. If it touches 2 or more tiles, I would have to do it so that it matches everything it touches. So here, for example, it matches the yellow here, and it matches the dove here. I can put this here, but I cannot put this here because even though it matches green, it does not match green or the bird there. Now, that's pretty much what you're going to do in replacing tiles. Exchanging tiles, you take any number of tiles off your tile rack and draw from your personal pool that many and put them there in its place. So you'll do that if you have nothing else to do. A win tile allows you to move a tile to an adjacent spot on the board and then take another action, which often will be perhaps putting a tile down in the middle. If this wasn't there, this would be a good spot to drop that one, for example. Now, when you place a tile so that it matches 2 different tiles, you get a half stone. If you place it so that it matches 3, like I just did, you get a sunstone. If you place it so it matches 4, and that's pretty hard to do, but you can do it if you use the win tile to move a tile out of the way, you get 2 sunstones. If you place a tile so that, for example, if there's a tile here, and I place it so it goes on top of a sun, then I get a sunstone. You may have at most 3 sunstones, but as many half stones as you want. What these stones are for is you can spend 1 sunstone or 2 half stones to take an extra action on your turn. So it lets you take multiple actions. Also, at the very, very end of the game, if you have less than 5 tiles on here, you can spend 3 or 2, depending on how many players, sunstones to take back a discarded win tile to use it again. You're going to keep going until someone gets rid of all their tiles. They win. If everyone's kind of stuck, then whoever has the fewest tiles left is the winner of the game. That's how you play. Now, there is a few variants. You could play where everyone gets the same number of win tiles rather than being randomly sent to people. And you can also play with starting things. For example, they show you here, you can play with tiles in certain spots to get things started. You can even play kitty mode, which is without the win tiles at all. The game itself, these tiles are really great tiles. They're very easy. I really like that to tell apart. I really like how the different colors, you can see here's yellow and blue, they also have different backgrounds. Tiles are nice, they're recessed, they just feel good. They lay on the board. The board itself is beautiful. These are really nice curved tile racks. The box itself is really pretty. It comes with a timer in case you play with people who take forever to take their turns, and a plastic insert to keep everything inside. The rule book is extremely clear as to what to do next, giving you examples. It's a really well done rule book. I mean, all in all, fantastic production. So first of all, I want to point out that the rule book says at the very beginning, prefer more skill and less luck in your game? Shuffle the color tiles separately from the win tiles and divide them into even player pools. Then equally distribute win tiles to each player to shuffle into each personal pool. To be clear, if you do not do that, I will absolutely flat out refuse to play this game with you. I would rank it a 1 out of 10 at that. Well, not a 1 because the components are nice, but a 2 out of 10. It's horrible that way. Whoever gets more wind tiles is going to win because a wind tile is crazy powerful. Not only does it let you move a tile, giving you the exact spot you need to place whatever other tile you need. It lets you move something. Secondly, it lets you take an extra action in your turn. It's a free tile plus putting on another one. I don't understand why that is not just the basic rules for the game. It boggles my mind. It's just flat out, whoever gets most wind tiles wins. In my games, has won every single time because they have more. That's nonsense. So let's say you're playing the other way. Still don't like it. Component-wise, I said it's beautiful, although I do think it's weird. I guess I should have mentioned that the half stones and sunstones, people kept getting those confused. Well, don't call it a half stone if it's not half the size of the sunstone, because literally you need 2 of them to equal 1 sunstone. So then why not just make them smaller? That's a minor quibble, but the game's all about luck. It really is. It would be different if everyone had the same set of tiles. Then there would still be luck in the game, but you would, what tiles came up, but you're getting the same tile. I'm sitting there counting the whole time like, well, here I need the yellow feather. I sure hope I have a yellow feather. But I can switch tiles with my tiles as many times as I want. And if someone else is like, oh, look, this is the perfect tile I need. Pfft, look at that, 2 sunstones I got. I'm going to use a sunstone. Oh my goodness, the other tile. That happens way too much in this game for me to be comfortable with it. It doesn't seem like there's that much strategy. Yes, there's the wind tiles, which you may or may not get, but let's say you get them. Then you can move and set things, and you try not to put a tile out that helps the other person, but you don't know what they have, so you can't really block them. The biggest damning thing against this game is really the fact that Quirkle exists. Quirkle and Latice Hawai'i have a lot of similarities. Quirkle is just colors and shapes, but it just works really well. It's a simple, fun game. I call it Scrabble with colors. This is Scrabble with shapes and colors. It's very, silhouettes of animals. And again, it's super pretty, but I just can't handle the vast amount of luck in this game. I don't feel like I have any strategy. I feel like this game gives the illusion of a strategy where you go, ooh, look at this cool move I can make. Well, no kidding. You take your tiles, you look at the board, you figure out the best move. If you don't have a quote-unquote best move, then you say, okay, well, I'm going to try to set myself up for another move, hoping no one else messes me up in the process. I really wanted to like this game. When I first opened it, I was astounded by how cool it looked. But unfortunately, I can't really recommend it because I just don't like the overwhelming luck in a game that feels like it shouldn't be that way. Dice Tower Judgment, it's just too random.
Thanks so much for watching another Dice Tower video. If you enjoy our videos, subscribe to the channel for more fun, comprehensive board game coverage. Also, consider joining us at one of our events. Come to Dice Tower Retreat, a small, intimate gathering where gaming is king. Join us for Dice Tower Cruise, the largest board game cruise. Attend Dice Tower West in Las Vegas for gaming fun on the West Coast, or Dice Tower East in Orlando in sunny Florida. Dice Tower Conventions, the friendliest gaming conventions on Earth. I'm Eric Summerer, and you've been watching the Dice Tower.